Good morning, everyone. I think it's the second day of the conference. I think, like me, Manisha, we had a Hawaii yatra of around 16 hours. So yesterday it was coming to Delhi. पहली बार मुझे पता सब कहते हैं कि दिल्ली दूर नहीं है, but मुझे कल पता चला कि दिल्ली बहुत दूर है. So anyway, I mean, jokes apart. To start off, I should thank Upal and Hemant. उन्होंने मुझसे कहा था कि why don't you present a paper? And I said, it's very tiring now because of too many conferences to keep preparing the paper. But I think it was the most simplest thing today to do because Indian crop and balance sheet, I think we all have a disagreement for ages and years, except for this current year, that we all have a similar estimate. To just give the dots to what I'm saying is ISMA is now at 31.4, National Federation at 31.3, and AISTA at 31.5. So I think, one day cricket match. Hai. Let's see who wins now when the final number comes up. So anyway, I think this is better for me to look at. So I'm going to just run through this topic. I think we all are very well versed with whatever is the subject today on sugar and sugarcane, ethanol, uh, and I think on the balance sheet for 24 and 25, there could be disagreement between my numbers and many of the other numbers, but I think those disagreement makes the market, and I think it's always good to keep those things live. So what is the story so far? We have exported a lot of sugar. We have had a great ethanol policy, which for some reason is currently under rest in peace, and we are in the current year of our production. I think current year, I think everyone is looking at the story for ethanol, and I think we are going to see ethanol coming back very soon once the hard numbers on the production comes in. I think India does have enough capacity to grow sugar and sugarcane in order to have export programs going on, your ethanol blending going on, and I think also to cater to the domestic operation. As far as the world market is also concerned, I think because of the ethanol policy, it took a shock in the month of December, and now it's again bouncing back. Just to give you the idea that on the 7th of December, the world market was around 27 cents, went down to around 20 cents. One of the main reasons was that India would export again because of the sad ethanol policy which has been taken off for a while. I think this story is current for the current year. I think this is what I think the team wanted me to do. So I think this is what our numbers are saying currently that we are at around 31.40. So as I said, that this is the first time that in the month of January we don't have any disagreement on our numbers. So I think we are taking Maharashtra at around 9.74, Karnataka at around 4.73, Uttar Pradesh at around 12.51, and rest of the country at around 6.14. So all India production around 33.12. I think the number on ethanol is with everyone, which is 1.7. Let's see if any addition comes in the month of February as a Valentine gift. So those numbers can change, but I think the net result will be 31.40. So this is the current sugar estimate which we have with us. I think, as I mentioned, that everyone ranges is now between 31.3 and 31.5. So there is not much of disagreement to discuss or talk about. This is one of the main point of contention, as I mentioned, that there will be some difference of opinion. I think as Mayor and Marex, I think we have a very low opening stock for the current year. We feel that the opening stock could be around 4.15 to 4.5 million tons. Net production at around 31.40. Consumption at 28.7. We still feel that consumption could be higher because if you look at the government releases which has been coming out, the releases tends to show that our number is closer to 29.5 for the current year because the releases are very heavy, and that's the reason why the domestic market has been down. So if you look at the dispatches number, it could even go go as high as close to 29 million tons. So, and on export, we have put 0.40 or 400,000 tons of export because we are seeing that NCEL is coming up with some or the other quotas. So we believe 50,000 tons of quotas have been already allocated. There are some negotiation or discussions on Bangladesh to give about 100,000 tons. So we have penciled about 400,000 tons of export for the current year. So I think ISMA and Federation could have a closing number of around 8 million tons, whereas we think it's about 6.5 to 7 for the current year. On ethanol blending, I think the subject is currently, we have just put the slide here, but I think we have to see on the current year whether we achieve 11, 12% without sugar participating into the ethanol blending. I think C-heavy molasses is a good news that, that we will be giving some story into the ethanol for the current year. Again, the ethanol scenario I would like to skip because this is a subject which currently is being discussed on all panels, and I think lesser talk today is better for the ethanol story. Then we come back to the 24-25 balance sheet. I think 6.45, as I mentioned, is the opening stock. Sucrose production, we think next year will be around 31. Again, we consider that the government is going to allow some kind of diversion, so we take 1.7. I think that's again a debatable point whether we continue with that. So the net production for the next year could be 29.30, and I think government will have enough of closing stock available to have a good for the domestic market. So consumption-wise, we continue to look at higher numbers on production for next year because of the less planting and bad monsoon. I think we will have about 2 million tons of lesser production next year. On conclusion, I think it's important for us to understand that next year the crop is a bit lower, but and the consumption is also increasing as the country is growing. I think we need to ensure that we have enough sugarcane growing in the country. If we don't have enough sugarcane in the country, then we have a problem for our ethanol policy. So I think the main objective is to ensure that we have a better varietal sugarcane coming up. We have the capacity to move to 650 million tons of cane. And if that is done, I think that is the way to look at life today, rather than pitch for. I think consumption is something which we continue to believe that is growing. Probably some neighboring countries' consumption is adding to our balance sheet as well. But I think that's most important. Okay. So that's it from our side at Marex and Mayor. I think that's where I will leave it to Yatin and other people to discuss it out. Thank you so much.